Video about Von Steuben's course selection for school year 24. So we're going to go over a couple of items for you to help in your course selection process. So going over the process, an FAQ, and who to reach out when you have questions. So this is our course selection timeline for this year. So you will see the grade levels on the left-hand side of this presentation and the corresponding counselor dates, the day you will pick your classes. These are at Fridays at 2:30, and then when you'll meet one-on-one with your counselors. Oops. This is the area that you really want to focus on. Pause this video right now and set a calendar reminder and an alarm clock for yourself. Luckily, y'all be in school on those days, so all you need to do is make sure you got your Chromebook charged, you're ready to go, select your classes. All right, the first step in course selection. First, you'll want to check out our sequence of study to get an idea of what's available for you. The sequence of study outlines every grade level and every department and the courses that are available and the courses that are electives. So you'll see on this example for English that you need to take 4 years of English, those the core classes, and then you have your electives in red underneath that you could choose from your junior and senior year. Every department's a little bit different, so take some time to look at that, and they do change from year to year, so just keep updated on the courses that you have in mind. And if you have any questions, always reach out to your counselor. Once you've checked out the sequence of study, use the course catalog to dive a little bit deeper. So you're interested in English electives. You can see the pathways in English in the course catalog, as well as the description of the course. It tells you how many credits the course gives you, what kind of a course it is, and any prerequisites that are needed. We have this for every single course we offer. It's a pretty hefty document, but it's a very useful tool. Use it at your leisure. So before you pick your classes, take some time and do a reflection. What classes do you truly look forward to enjoy this year and last year? What are your interests and goals for after high school? Where do you want to dive deeper into that? Are you really into your art class this year and want to take art too? Then talk to your art teacher. You have a goal of taking AP art or going to Columbia University or the Art Institute of Chicago, then think about what are the courses that look great on your resume and transcript for that university or area, and really dive deep into what you enjoy, because if you're interested in and invested in it, you'll more likely do better. What kind of balance are you looking for next year? I recommend you write out your schedule this year. What you do after school, every hour, how does that time look? How do you want it to be spent? Are you into clubs and sports and work? And so you have not as much time for homework and coursework. Are your studies the most important thing in your after school life? Do you have other responsibilities? This is something very personal, and you get to kind of map that out and think about what it looks like. And then what are your personal strengths as a learner? Where do you want to grow? Do you feel that you really want to amp up your writing skills before college? AP Lang might be a nice class for you to dive in, challenge yourself, and reach those goals. Some questions to ask your teachers. Your teachers are a wealth of knowledge, and they'll be going over some of the courses with you in class. Things that you might not get in that course catalog or sequence of study. So requirements outside of the class. So how much homework, how much reading, what is the studying like for that specific class? Benefits of the class. Ask a teacher if this class is a good match and fit for me. Like, knowing me as a learner, is this a good fit for me? Is the class structured or independent? And the major topics and assessments. I always like to know What is going to be asked of me? Maybe I'm very interested in learning, but I do not like group projects, and this class is mostly group projects, then it wouldn't be a good fit for me. So those are some of the things you should be asking. The next step. Oh my goodness. Using Aspen. So if you are an sophomore, junior, or senior, you've probably done this last year with me. We're going to use Aspen for course selection, and it's really simple. You're going to log into Aspen, go to the My Info top tab, the Request side tab, and here you will see what is available for you. So you'll see the subject areas, and you'll be able to start picking your classes from here. You'll click the select button, the gray button with the little finger, and it will pop up a window that shows you all the classes that are available for you, depending on your grade level and your program. The notes to counselor section at the bottom is for you to write a note to your counselor. Hey, I need a PE waiver, or hey, I have a question about this. Use that with discretion. And when you're done, you hit the post button. So it's pretty simple. You'll also be able to see your teacher recommendations in this area as well. There is a walkthrough video that I will email out. It'll be in Aspen as well, so you can kind of watch this, and it lays out how to pick classes from a student's point of view. Your counselors will also be showing this to you in those counselor presentations. Top tab. All right, so just some highlights from the video. If you didn't watch it yet, Aspen will save the work for you. Make sure to choose an alternate class when prompted. So our electives, we really want every student to pick at least one alternate for those classes, just in case you don't get in. Use that counselor box to bring up questions or concerns for your one-on-one meetings. And when you're done, hit the post button at the bottom of the page. Step 3, you'll meet with your counselor the following week. And your counselor will go over your transcript, your post-secondary goals, your current grades, and approve or edit any courses that you've selected. Selecting a class in Aspen doesn't guarantee a counselor will approve the class, but prepare to have more alternates in the back of your mind. Okay, if I don't get into Art 2, I would be okay with photo, or I would be okay with beginning band. Courses are not guaranteed. I'm going to repeat that. Courses are not guaranteed. Even if you select a class and your counselor approves, we cannot guarantee you will receive the class. This is really important for every student to hear, because alternates are very important. And while we try to meet nearly every schedule, it's not always attainable. Courses change. You might have a lot of classes that meet at the same time, and so we really, really, really need those alternates. And if you don't meet with your counselors are going to choose your classes for you. Couple of questions that usually come up. I'm not sure what classes to take. Use the course catalog, make an educated guess, fill out that notes to counselor, and to discuss it with your one-on-one meeting. This shouldn't be a stressful experience. If you are a sophomore, there aren't as many classes for you and electives to choose from, so take this with a grain of salt. And then juniors and seniors, there's a lot more electives, and hopefully by this time you are kind of figuring out what you're interested in. I want to take an AP or a dual credit class. Do I need approval? Your teachers will have made recommendations in Aspen. You can also get a recommendation from myself, Ms. Baltikas, if you've passed the dual credit placement exams. And then your counselor will look at your transcript to determine if you qualify. Make sure you talk to your counselor about these classes and make sure it's a good fit for you. What happens if I forget to pick my classes? I think we've mentioned this. Your counselor will pick them for you. What if a class fills up or I'm unable to choose it? So there may be Aspen glitches, and a class can fill up. If that's the case, talk to your counselor and we have a wait list. It's a moving wait list. Students change courses all the time, and we're able to accommodate wait lists for the most part. They're not guarantees again, but just talk to your counselor, be proactive, and be an advocate. Make sure you choose it as an alternate. So if you really want AP Physics and you didn't get it, but you're okay with taking AP Chem, take AP Chem and put AP Physics as your alternate, or vice versa. I am planning on having a PE waiver. What do I do? You still need to choose PE on your schedule. When you meet with your counselor, bring the completed PE waiver or inquire about it. It all will be linked on Aspen for you and available from our website. And have a class that you'd like to add in lieu of PE. Can I choose what teacher I'll have? Nope. Choosing your teacher is not an option. We don't even know who will be teaching what class next year. That is determined by the Von Steuben administration a little bit later in the spring, and it is always up to change. All right, last, who to contact. These are your counselors. Reach out to them. If you have any questions and any general programming questions, you can reach out to myself. Cheers.